These are what mountains are supposed to look like. Beautiful, diverse, creating clean water. The closest analogy I can think of in terms of the destruction of this kind of natural beauty is as if vandals are running through a museum, cutting, painting, slashing, destroying all the artwork. That's what strip mining is. I'm going to show you on our device and on Google Maps the mountain top that used to be here.
Right here. Right? We are located right here. To give you an idea as to the viewpoint,
they literally not only knocked it off, but then they dug a pit. And then this is what its reclamation is to the Office of Surface Mining and TDEC. A giant pit. And you can see it actually from satellites, which is how we found it. This is the first time we've ever been up here. And of course you can see the dead and dying trees, the evergreens. It looks like an African savanna. As a standard of comparison, I always get asked, well, what's the difference? This is right beneath all that mining we just showed you. This is what an actual recovering forest looks like. It is not a mountaintop. It is a mountain crater now. And it's really kind of hard to get across just the sheer scale of this pit. But they've just, I mean, our forests do not look like African savannas. There we go, that's perfect. That's where we're at right now. And you can see all the surrounding destroyed mountainside. And they just took the entire mountain, hacked off the top, turned it into a pit. You can see what all the surrounding forest is supposed to look like, lush and green. And this is from a satellite. Our United Mountain Defense's technology is improving. Actually, you see why we call them the Office of Stealing Mountains for this kind of pit. So that's what you're looking at. And let's get back into what it looks like in real size. It's a giant pit of where there used to be a mountain filled with some cedars and locusts that'll die in about 20 years, and then grass that they have to constantly fertilize.
Say at the beginning.
This is a demonstration that we put together for you of essentially how they've created the pile of rubble we're on. Mr. Kane, if you would.
Alright, so what you first have to do, you have to take the overburden and the trees or forests, the mixed mesophytic forests that have grown on top of the mountain, and basically you just like, so you just break that off. So now we have our nice mountain. And what they want to get at is the coal seam that's in the middle of the mountain. So in order to demonstrate this, we have to use some kind of big piece of heavy machinery. Like this. So this is our wonderful demonstration of mountaintop removal.
They use dynamite, we use this.
This represents dynamite. You ready?
Yep. Give that, boom! There you go.
Oh, there's a coal!
Okay, so they...
What we do is we scrape at the coal, we take this away, and then we pick up all the pieces.
That's a mountain. Yeah, there we go.
Looks about the same.
Don't forget to plant the grass on top of it.
All right, cool. There we go.
That in essence is what you're seeing right here. That's what that is. That's the pile of rubble that you just saw that got piled back in, and they call that a functioning hydrological system. In actuality, it is a pile of rubble. This looks like an Africa savanna. I say that because I used to live in Africa. This is not what a hardwood forest in Appalachia is supposed to look like. And this grass we call concrete grass because you can throw a fistful of it on concrete, and if you water it, it'll grow. This has turned the most biologically diverse forest into the equivalent of a parking lot. This is the Highland watersheds, by the way, which Nashville gets its drinking water from. And it is being blown into oblivion. This site, these mountains, have produced clean drinking water for hundreds of millions of years. These are some of the oldest watersheds on planet Earth. and they're being blown apart in a couple of years, ripped apart, destroyed, and then piled back together in past piles of rubble for a couple of years profit, often of out-of-state coal corporations. What you're seeing here is basically all the rubble that has been piled up against the cliff they made when they blew it up. That's all that is that's rubble with a pile of with grass planted on it. This is the cost of coal in East Tennessee. Like we said, first they clear cut. This is in advance of the mining, and above that is the reclaim mine. And they come in and they just blow it apart like that by clear cutting. Watersheds of Appalachia. There's reclaimed mine, the strip of grass, lipstick on a corpse. We're standing on a reclaimed mine right now. Can you read off our coordinates right now?
North 36 degrees, 31 minutes, 30.7 seconds. West 83 degrees, 58 minutes, 4.3 seconds.